welcome to the CONQU3R show. I'm your host, Tevin Hero, with my lovely co-host, Cliche.
How y'all
Cliche
doing?
brought some people in the building for us.
I brought a couple of people.
I appreciate that. Can you let the people know who are
Yes.
they?
Okay. Well, y'all, this is Zenarius. Zenarius, say
That's a
hello.
powerful name.
Hey, you guys. I'm the cousin.
Cousin one.
Cousin one.
And this is cousin two.
Hi.
Say hey, Andy.
Hi.
How you
Andy,
doing?
how are you?
All right. Well,
Oh.
my cousin Zay is, help me out, make sure I say it right, in the process of transitioning.
Yes.
Okay. And India has a transgender son, right?
Yes.
So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. I thought of a title for this, and the title is "Who Are You?" And I asked that respectfully to both parties, right? Because you obviously had to get on this journey of discovering self, right? Really knowing who you are on the inside and out. So we're gonna start with you since you're here. So how was that? Like, when did you know, like, okay, I know I'm this way now?
Well, it's been like it's a legit transition. It's a process.
Right.
So it's like you come out. Well, first of all, I feel like I've always known that I was gay, but this is a
Right.
new discovery of being transgender.
Right.
It's like a whole process. It's been like first you start off with I was gay, then I started experimenting with like different things like makeup, hair,
Right.
stuff like that. Then I realized I had talked to my mom. She's like, "Why don't you just transition?" And I never thought it was a possibility.
So hold on. So she was supportive of all.
No,
Oh,
not
she
at
was.
first. My
Oh,
mom,
okay.
it's funny. My mom is a lesbian, and
Oh.
she's a stud.
Oh my
But
goodness.
she was kind of like homophobic.
Right.
But it was I felt like
Time out.
And yo,
it's real though.
They gonna just rush through that like that
Like,
was
you know,
nothing
like
to
it
like
ain't
go back
said.
to.
I say she's
How was she homophobic?
It's basically projecting, like,
Right.
because like she always knew that I was gay, right?
Right.
But I think when I came out to her, she was so upset because first of all, she said it's different from men, which is true. Society looks at being gay in a different, being a gay woman and a gay male is different because
Right.
the male gays, men like for two women to be together, but when you're automatically, if you're
Right.
gay,
That whole
you're considered
that whole
weak.
double standard. Yeah.
But then I think when I came out, it just made her like realize, like, it just showed, I don't know, a self-hate of herself.
Right.
If I'm being honest, I feel like it's like a little self-hate on her part.
Right.
So she was projecting that on me.
Right.
But I feel like I'm here to help her.
Right.
Just being like, I know that sounds deep, but it's real.
Not it is deep.
Yeah.
So what things did you have to conquer to even muster up the confidence to tell your mom, like, like, this is what I'm going to do now. This is
Well,
my lifestyle.
I had to put myself first, and I realized I would be happier.
There you go.
I had to put myself first, and I would be happier. That's all
Right.
that matters. Because I was living, you got to think, I came out probably 6 years ago, I think. So it's
Right.
like I was living, I'm 26.
has it been 6 years?
Yeah, I think it's been 6 years, but it's been a gradual progression of who I am today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I
Right.
feel like for 20 years, I was hiding a part of myself. I wasn't being authentic. So
Right.
it's like, and I probably wasn't hiding it from nobody else because
You
I feel like
weren't.
everybody knows.
Right.
We
Yeah,
knew.
everybody always knows, right?
Yeah.
Right. So not to
Yeah.
cut you off. So what is that part like when you think everybody knows, but you're still in the shadows with it or whatever? So what is that constraint on your emotions and your mental about that?
Well, I tried to be straight. It didn't work.
Right.
It was like, we knew Zay was,
Wait.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Zay.
get you.
Like, because we knew you were
Yeah,
different.
different.
Right.
And it was
Yeah.
like,
But then you got to think on my side, I had unsupportive parents who, even though they were a part of the LGBT, because I've grown up with two women. I never met my dad. So it's like my mom has been a lesbian since I knew what a relationship was. And she always
Right.
say, I think I did this to you. You didn't do it to me. I just think like seeing her be uncomfortable with her sexuality made me not want to be gay. So it's not like she made me this way.
Right, right,
because
right.
and it was so backwards to me because it's like, I'm gay, you're a lesbian.
Right.
You're being unsupportive with me, so it's just it's kind of awkward. But I can only live my truth.
Amen to that, man. I respect
I
that.
can only live my truth. So
Right.
then it's a whole nother process, a whole nother coming out situation when you're transgender, because you want to like you're changing your gender. You're
Right.
taking hormones. You're having surgeries and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's a whole different process now. So you're coming out again. So that's like a whole nother thing you have to unpack.
Right.
You know?
You trying to turn Super Saiyan over there, man.
No, serious.
So cliche. What was you saying to him about whatever you were saying?
She always knew, but family always knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
We
okay.
always,
Yeah.
So when, not to cut you off, cliche, but so when did you know you wanted to take that next step and change gender?
When I start seeing it as a possibility, like in the media,
Mm.
and then I start seeing like
Media influence.
like I wake up majority of the days and I'm putting on makeup, I'm wearing
Right.
hair, I'm doing all this. Well, why don't you just transition? And everybody's not like that. I think people get it confused. Like everybody that wears hair and makeup is not transgender. They have men who just want to explore.
Right.
But it's a different when you want to change your gender, you want to take hormones, you want to have surgeries, you want to present as that every day. It's a total difference. Because there's some feminine men who just want to do that. But that's not what I want to do. I want to go all the way.
Right.
Yeah.
I salute that, man.
Yeah.
I salute that.
Yeah.
And breaking that to your mom, she was supportive at first, or was that kind of like a
I mean,
hard
once she
thing to
realized she
accept?
couldn't do anything, and then
Yeah.
her way of saying it is like she's very blunt.
Right.
So her way of saying it is just do it. Like I'm just like okay,
But
but
with no speeches.
and then like when I express it to her, and then I start telling her the ins and outs, she's like, oh okay,
Right.
But she just knows like she can't do anything about it. I guess. But I have two moms. One mom I told her, and she was like, I don't really like it, but okay.
Right.
But I can't live for them. I live for them for my whole life. I wouldn't be happy if I lived for them for forever, you know?
Amen to that, man.
Being honest.
Your happiness matters.
They do.
So let me ask you this. What is it like being Black, a guy for now, and in that community? Do you still feel like a minority? Because you're in a powerful
I'm the
community.
biggest minority. What community is powerful? LGBT?
Yeah.
We just getting some rights. Don't act like
What?
it's
Just
getting some rights.
Y'all not into this?
We just now speaking up because it took forever.
Right.
I mean, we just now getting a space.
And now y'all
we're,
know how to act.
we're just now we don't.
Y'all don't.
We just now getting a space where
Right.
our voice can be heard though.
Right,
It
right.
wasn't always like that. So I don't like when people act like, oh, the LGBT run everything. We're just now.
What do you
We
think?
just getting a gay mainstream
do.
rapper.
Right.
Finally.
Right,
And it's
right.
2022.
Who was the guy?
What's his name?
X not little
Little X Nas.
Lil
Is
Nas.
he's not a.
back and say he don't want to be gay no more.
He
No,
be
I
playing.
think
He be
was
trolling. He
trolling.
be trolling.
He was trolling.
He said no, he's tired of it.
He-
He's tired of being an icon.
He be trolling.
He was
be
trolling. He was trolling.
Right.
Let's look at the last video he did and let's see. And I bet you that's gonna say another story.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Period, poo.
Right. So is there like a difference between the white side of that community and the Black side?
The whites stick together more than every anything.
Yeah.
Of
The
course.
whites accept their kids more. The whites, I don't mean to say the whites, but
You could say the
white
whites,
white
it's okay.
people, they're much more open minded than the Black community because the Black community thinks you're LGBT, you're automatically deemed weak, especially if you're a male. They like
Right,
it if
right.
you're a woman.
Right.
It's okay, you're LGBTQ, cool.
And the
Right.
and the church plays a big part in that too.
Yeah,
There
and
you go.
then
Yeah. And then as religious as our family is,
They're accepting of it.
they're very accepting of it.
It takes a lot of
Except for you.
strength. to come out.
I know,
It takes
except for
a
your
lot of
mother.
strength.
it do take a lot of strength because it's
It
something people
does.
don't understand. They don't
Yeah.
know. So you
Right.
know, I like to educate people and say,
Mhm.
just ask me, and I will tell you. Like I was telling Gabby when we're having a conversation. When I do transition and start taking hormones and everything starts changing, I'm gonna give my family a year to get my pronouns right.
And I felt like that was
You know, I feel like that's reasonable
that's
That's
reasonable.
true.
That's enough
because I'm
time.
giving you time. I understand it's new for you too.
Yes.
What's up with the pronouns, man?
The
Well,
pronouns.
I mean,
Well,
it's
if I
important
start
to them.
taking hormones, they put you on testosterone blockers.
Yeah.
Right.
So it will block all your facial hair, will block your change your
Yeah.
voice,
Right, right,
everything.
right.
You start taking hormones and
Right.
you grow titties, like, and your body shapes into a woman. So it's like, why would you want to address me as a man? That's not how I identify, you know.
Mhm.
So that's the thing with the pronouns.
Right.
But when they start, yeah.
Now, not to cut you off, I want to be more specific with that because it's not really about the him or her. It's like the they. But
So-
Oh, that's
you're.
disrespectful.
I get what they're saying. Like
I don't help me understand, please.
gender is really a social construct, and I don't mean to be cliche.
Oh,
Gender is
cliche.
what?
So
What?
you know that's a name. You know, cliche, and you said okay.
Gender is gender is really a social construct. Like
Right.
sexuality, I feel like it's fluid, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Mm.
But I don't feel like anything is black and white. I think
Mhm.
since we as people have tried to make everything black and white and just it has to be this way, it has to be this way, it's not true. So when people say they want to identify as they don't want to how do I say this? Fit in any box. Because they say, oh, men are supposed to do this, women are supposed to do this. I just want to do everything. I don't have to fit in nobody's box. I don't have to say, oh, I'm a woman, I want to get married and dream of babies. I don't have to say I'm a man, I want to go work on a farm.
Right.
They just want to say, I identify with everybody. So I get it, you know, but that's not what I do. I want to identify as a woman because that's what I feel.
That's powerful, man.
Yeah.
Cliff, did you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I get it though. Because it's who you identify as. It's just out of respect, and I love you too much to disrespect you like that.
Yeah, and then I get that you can't just go from one day you calling me he, then the next day you just be like
Right.
she, because it's gonna be difficult for y'all, you know. So I'm gonna have compassion once I do start transitioning, because I'm still like this now. But once I do start transitioning, and you notice I'm walking around here with some titties, you can't just be walking around here like, oh, here he go.
Zay gonna look good with some titties.
Yeah,
Zay be
right.
slaying now, so
Well,
Yeah.
Not slaying.
he do. He be stepping on. He be stepping on these chicks' neck. He just really toned down right now. You really, for real, for
Right.
real.
Yeah.
He really toned down right now.
Yeah.
I'm done, man. All right, so let's get to you, man.
Yeah.
You know, Miss, what'd you want to be called
Indy.
again? Indy. Shout out to Indy. So you have a child that's
Transgender,
right?
yes.
So walk us through that.
All right. So I had a daughter,
Right.
and now she's my son.
Okay, we can't just go from A to
he
Z.
said, okay.
Let's just get to B. So
Yeah.
Well, she told me like when she was in 9th grade that she was gay.
mhm.
That was a little hard for me, but I accepted it. I kind of probably was actually happy because I didn't have to have any grandkids.
That is not
I'm
what that
done.
means.
What?
That is not what. That's not what.
I was about to ask,
No.
how did you feel about that?
Because my
Knowing
mom
you wouldn't
said
be
the
able to
same
have.
thing.
I felt at first I kind of like I didn't know how to feel.
Did she say I mean, did he say he doesn't want kids? Because that does not mean they
Well-
automatically don't have kids.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be having no kids, but I mean I don't know. You know, anything's possible.
Because my mom said the same thing,
Right.
and I'm gonna have kids.
Well, I don't know. I mean, but I'm gonna be accepting of whatever. That's my child.
Well, I got a question, India.
Yeah.
Like, so in your mind, as a mother, did you see signs? And when did you see signs? What age? Because I hear some kids say as young as
So,
like 7
My
or
child
5.
was always different.
Okay.
And I mean, really different, but very smart, like just a different kind of kid.
Right.
And I couldn't tell right away, but as she got older, it was like she was hooping like the fellas. I mean, like, let me give you an
Not
example.
hooping like
I'm
the
so dead.
Hooping like the fellas, like, listen, like this.
She was out there like Prince
like,
out there, man.
I bought some Kenneth Cole Ryan boots. I'll tell you this story. I'll never forget it. And she was a kid, and she had the Ryan boots on, and she was in the backyard just hooping so hard. Wore these boots down to the soles. And I mean, she just liked the rap, and she liked everything that the guys like. So I kind of saw it, but I wasn't sure. And then she went through a phase of looking like a girl and losing weight. She was always a bigger girl. So I think maybe that, you know, maybe it was a complex or something there.
Like she was trying to be more feminine.
Yeah, and then I think it had a lot to do with the school also.
Right.
And the fab at the time, you know, whatever was going on in their age bracket,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or whatever they were around at that time. And so that's what happened. But at first I wasn't willing to accept it. It was something that I had to, you know, I had to grow with.
Right.
But then when the actual change happened as far as I think it was college. And
So she was in college when she
like started coming out.
right.
Yeah. And so like she was cutting her hair and stuff and she was getting into that. And so I was away. And so when she would come visit me, it was this change that was going on.
How often would she come visit you?
Probably every other week.
Every
What
other
do you
week,
notice?
okay.
Yeah.
Every other week.
Was,
you
It
say-
was
what
like
was
the
the
hair
little
was getting cut.
Okay.
Was the hair
Yeah.
getting shorter and
It's a
stuff like that?
gradual
Short, it
progression.
was a
Yeah,
gradual
right.
Yeah,
progression.
that's what I was
You're
saying.
okay.
I mean,
Right.
and I remember the day she cut her hair, and I cried so hard, like,
Why did you cry?
because that's my little girl.
Mm.
Yeah, you have that visual of what you want your child to
You want your
Right.
child to be like
You
you.
know-
Yeah,
You want
yeah.
the mommy and daughter
and that's a
thing.
problem.
Yeah.
You know, you want to see your kid shining with heels on, you know, walking around pretty. And then you. But I'm kind of like my son, my other son, my baby boy. He calls me hard body. So they're kind of like hard body too. So it was like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like rough around the edges and everything. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
then, you know, I'm pretty sometimes and girly or whatever. But it was just, it was a change. It was something I had to deal with. I was crying.
Mm.
I was crying. Like, I let it cry.
How did her father react? Or
Oh my god.
because I don't know
Oh,
if
my
her and Jeremy got the
God.
same father.
No, they don't.
They don't?
Oh,
Um,
I said, oh, like I
he was
know
in
you.
denial. He was in denial for a long time.
That she was different, or
Oh, when
did,
she-
did he think like, you know, this?
Like, man, she talking about she gay, man. She don't know, man. That's just a phase, man.
We
That's
always
whatever.
think, why is that like such
That'd
a
be
defense
killing me.
mechanism?
Just asking
Oh,
all
it's
these
phase, yeah.
questions. I mean, that was
Phase.
his baby girl, so I guess
Yeah.
he was like, oh
Some
my
things do be
God.
phases.
But sometimes people explore their sexuality do be phases.
Yeah, that is true.
Ain't
I'm
nothing
not
wrong
gonna
with that.
deny that because
Okay.
you know how women can say, "Oh, I kissed a girl."
No,
I was
this
telling
wasn't
you
no
this,
phase,
Gabby.
baby. This
Yes.
was no phase.
It's not a phase.
And behind my back. So behind my back, like, you know, I just be real protective of my kids. And
Right.
so behind my back, she had a little girlfriend. I didn't know it was the girlfriend. I ended up finding out.
Mm.
But I wasn't really upset about it. You know?
Question.
Yeah.
Well, did she? So you had never seen the girl prior to that? Did she? She didn't pretend
Yeah,
that was
she
her friend.
coming over. I just didn't know. You know,
What did you
Was
think?
she
you
black?
know how like that. You know how like your girls come over and spend the
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
She
Oh.
said, "That was my friend."
So did she have
She
low?
said that
She
was
had a
my
low
friend, for
haircut
real.
and fade in.
No.
But you know, my thing was to this. Like, you
Right.
could have been telling me, baby, all them weaves I was buying. You feel me?
But that it's a gradual
We could
progression.
have did that. Like, serious. Whatever you want to do, we gonna work through it. But
Right,
them
right.
bundles was a lot of money.
Right. So
Okay.
when did she want to
Not the one.
transform?
They are. Though.
When did she want
I
to transform?
feel
Like,
it.
what age did she come to being aware of, like, okay, I know this is me now. Now I want to be a dude.
So I think we're like
And how she break that to you once?
So she got
2017 and 18, I think,
Mm.
is when everything started like changing.
Right.
And so, like I said, I was away,
Mm.
and she told me when I was away.
Mm.
And like I said, I cried. I'm like, why don't you just wait till I get home? I'm like, I don't think you should do this right now. I'm like, this isn't a good time. I'm like, I need to talk to your
A good time
doctor.
for what?
I mean,
I guess you wanted to do it in person. You wanted
Yeah.
to do it in person.
like,
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on. I don't know about this stuff. I want to make
Yeah.
sure this is the right medicine for you.
Oh,
You know, whatever
yeah,
you're
right,
doing,
right,
I want to be
yeah.
able to support you, but
Okay.
I want to know what's going on with my
Yeah.
kid. Like,
Right.
I want to know the
You want
ins
to be
and outs.
hands on.
Okay,
Because,
yeah,
you know, people have
yeah.
health issues. You know,
Right.
everything doesn't work for everybody.
That's true.
So I wanted to make sure that I be there every step of the way.
Mm.
Okay, so you
I
weren't
love that.
against it. You just wanted her to be safe.
I was scared.
You wanted to learn
yeah.
more about it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, also, like, my biggest fear, especially, like, a lot of times with the gay communities or, you know, the transgender and things,
Right.
you know, safety.
Mm.
Safety is, like, an issue for me.
Mhm.
Because you have people that are out here, you know, I've witnessed some things. I had a friend, and her sister was gay,
Mm.
and she was dating a young lady, and the lady killed her and herself.
Oh my goodness.
And so that's, like, concerning to me as a parent. Like, as a parent, you want to be able to protect your kid no matter what it is, boy,
Right.
girl, transgender, whatever, you know. And that was something that I always had a fear of, like, because I've seen women, and me as a woman, you know, enraged or upset even with the man.
Right.
You know, how your emotions can get. Women are very emotional creatures.
Very.
So I just felt like, you know, I don't want this to happen to my child. So if I would see somebody that my child was dating at that time, I would give them the ins and out of what I felt, you know. But
Right.
that doesn't mean they're going to listen. But at the same time, I would just try to teach them, you know, a little
Right.
bit.
Right.
But I was just concerned about that.
So how is it now, like, looking at your child like that now?
I love it.
You love it?
I love him. I love him to death.
Look at the eyes, man.
I love him
It's
because
so confirming.
let
I'm
me
almost
tell you
crying.
why. Because it takes courage
Yes.
to do things like that.
Yeah.
You know, people can say words don't hurt. They can say that, you know, they don't care what people say. Yeah, you do. After a certain while, you know, it's like something that will go in your head, you know.
Yeah, words move
all
universe,
the time.
man.
You know what I'm saying? You got to hear this constantly. Some people commit suicide behind things like this because they can't be themselves.
Right.
So, you know, all of that played a part in what was going on with my child. So those were my concerns. But my child is confident.
Yeah, it takes a lot though.
My child is so confident, strong.
Yeah.
He is a barber now.
Come on, Barbara.
Hey, okay.
Good cuts too.
Yeah.
Fire cuts. Yeah. But I'm very proud of him because he's very ambitious.
Yeah.
Very good kid. I couldn't ask for a better kid. Like very, very ambitious. Stern, strong.
Right.
And I ain't gonna be disrespected by nobody.
That's
Like if you say she, you know, say excuse me, don't disrespect me. You know, I don't disrespect you. I know it's a change for you, but at the same time, I want to be respected.
Yeah.
This is what it is. You know, and can't do nothing but respect it. You know,
Yeah.
treat others like you want to be treated.
Has he started the process? Like the
He had his
the
breast cut off.
testosterone?
He's on testosterone. He has facial hairs, all that.
Really? Is he fine?
I showed your mama yesterday.
Is he fine?
I'm done.
Yeah,
I want to know if he fine.
I
am done.
Yes, he's handsome.
Okay, that's
yeah.
what I wanted to know. You
He
act
look
like I
like a
asked
me.
something
He look like
crazy.
a me, but you know.
He look like a you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
No,
That's the shade right
I was no. I want to
He
see a
look like
picture.
you. I'm gonna show you
Okay.
when we get off camera.
there. Okay. Cliche, did you have anything you want to add to that?
These two are funny. Well, we actually just went. We were all over the place. It's like, forget these questions.
What?
Nah,
Yeah, what questions did you have?
The question was supposed to be in order, but it don't even. No, it was
Did we
que-
go over?
Yeah, we actually covered most of the questions I was about to ask, but
Right.
Oh, okay, Zay.
I like after that. Oh.
I forgot this was. We talked about it before,
Okay.
and I was like, "Do you feel like you need the surgery to feel like a real woman, quote unquote?"
Oh.
Well, I do want surgery, like titties and stuff, and then once you start taking hormones, it will soften like your bone structure and stuff. So I don't know about a BBL because I don't want these big ass butts. I mean, I don't like these big.
You need a BBL. I was talking.
No, but it's a whole. That's surgery. Oh,
You want
surgery.
the butt too? You want a
I
BBL?
don't know if I want a BBL yet because I don't want these big crazy butts. I don't like when they be having like I got skinny legs.
Yeah.
I got skinny legs, so I'll be thinking I don't want no big ass. I mean, butts. They'd be like they'd be crazy, but you never know. It's a process.
You can
Right.
get suctions. cup.
Yeah, you don't have to get.
What's
Yeah.
that? That don't work. That's
Yes,
that's
it
temporary.
do.
It's-
You got to do it 6 times.
But can I be honest? You
Um,
start. Some people take hormones, and you know your fat transfers in different areas, so you will start being shaped like a woman.
You sure will.
So you never
For
know. I
sure.
might just
Sounds
like,
How
powerful,
long would
man.
it take for you to?
It's the
Pull out.
it's a process.
Yeah, in a way.
Because some people after a year, like some people grow breasts naturally, and where they just have full B cups, C cups, where they just hormones did it like that, but
Yeah,
it goes with your genetics.
Uh-huh.
And then some people their breasts just get pointy, so they want to get breast implants. And then some people's face naturally gets softer when they start taking hormones.
Mhm.
And then some
Right.
people want facial feminization surgery.
Mhm.
That's a thing. That's a thing. It's like a whole process. They make your jaw smaller. They do all of that.
Right.
Hmm.
So
But-
that's your question. Okay. Does insurance pay for that or help you with that?
Yes, you
Mariah?
have to get a good insurance, and they will pay you first. It's a process you get. You go to therapy. Your therapist has to diagnose you with gender dysmorphia and body dysmorphia. Those are the two things. Once you get diagnosed with those two, they put you on hormones for a year before you're eligible for any surgeries.
Okay.
You have to get diagnosed with those.
Yeah, you have to get diagnosed.
Yeah,
They don't want to
tough.
say this person identifies as they go through like your history. They want to talk to you. Your therapist
Oh.
talk to you, and then they say, okay, this person is transgender.
Right.
Okay.
We want to.
Do they try to talk you out of it? Not to cut you off. Do they try to talk you out of
they
it?
don't try to talk you. I haven't started that process yet.
Oh, okay.
But I did research and talk to trans women who
Right,
that's
right,
the
right.
process that you go through,
Right.
and then your insurance will pay for it. But you have to be on hormones for a year and
Right.
see how your body develops, and then you're eligible to have your breasts done and other surgeries. I don't think like genital. I don't think they cover all of that. But you never know. Some insurances do. So it's just the process. Yeah.
So with you about to make that transition, how you think it is going to be you finding like your mate or your partner?
But I don't have a problem with that now.
Yeah.
I mean, they like me now, so it's like I feel like it is more difficult being a transgender woman because they want you behind closed doors, but they don't want you in public because it's something, you know.
How y'all feel about that?
Their family
like,
don't. I mean, well, I don't want to deal with that.
Right.
I don't want to deal with that. I mean, I just don't.
You don't want to be a
like,
fetish.
I don't want to be a fetish, and then I think like. I'm gonna want your mama to give me her recipes. I'm not gonna be hiding from your mama. She gonna be giving me like food recipes. We're gonna be hanging out. Like, you know, so it's like hiding. You're not gonna hide me. And then I look too good for you to hide me. That's how I feel now.
So are you shocked by the type of man that approach you in a certain
No,
you know what I mean?
I'm not shocked by men at this point.
They don't shock you.
They don't shock me. They
already know where I'm going with this.
They're all
I
very
don't know where you're going.
they be lying.
Like
They be lying.
because it, like I said, they be lying and be like a lot more masculine men. That's
yes,
what
they do.
Yeah, the ones like the hood ones.
They be
the ones you think
They do.
the ones you think are not. They be the ones. Like,
yes,
I'd be so
Off rip.
surprised.
I had a friend. He passed, and he was transgender. And I'm telling you, in the hood, he would show me like.
Listen,
just point them out.
I'd be like, just let me know.
But then
so
I be
won't
thinking, this like, just let people be free with their sexuality. That's what this new generation is breaking that mold, though.
Yeah.
Right. Not salute them for that.
No, the new generation is saying I can do what I want to because I don't necessarily feel like just because you had an experience. Like I was telling Gabby this. I think just because you have an experience with the same sex does not make you gay.
Right.
That's This is how I feel.
Okay.
This is why I say this. Women can say, "Hey, I kissed a girl in college. I had sex with a girl. I got." Plenty of girlfriends who'd be like, I kissed a girl in college. I had sex with a girl before. I'm not into it. I like men, but I tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
How come men don't get that same freedom?
I agree.
Okay.
Men don't get the freedom to say, yes, I got head from a guy before. I
tried it.
I tried it. I'm really into women, but they don't give men the same freedom
Right.
because
Like
they
just
deem
stuck with it. Oh,
if
you're
a
gay.
man a man says that he's automatically deemed weak. But that's a whole nother combo.
Now let me ask y'all this, and this is for everybody.
Okay.
Do you believe that you are born gay?
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I think it's just.
Yes,
I don't believe vagina has ever been for me.
They used to tell me his stories, and I used to be like, how did you
I was
navigate
with a girl.
those relationships with girls in high school?
Yeah. The navigating those relationships, well, first of all, I was lying to myself.
Right.
For one, lying to myself, trying to figure out myself. So, and I don't know how I navigated it so long because I was in a relationship with a girl for like 2 years.
Right.
But I wasn't sexually attracted to her at all.
I'm done.
No, I'm done. It's
2
true,
years.
though. It was for
How
2
did it work
years.
for 2 years though?
I don't know. Tell me. This was high school.
I think I remember.
So it was like, I don't know, but she told me she always knew. Like when she found out it came out, she's like, I always knew, but I was still willing to be with you. I was like, oh, nothing. Just playing.
I'm done.
I'm joking, but it's
Now, I don't think people or certain people are born gay. I feel like gay is a choice. Because if you go back to what you said about the whole sexuality and the sex preferences and stuff like that, I don't think you're born choosing who you're attracted to. I mean, you're born to what you're attracted to. I think you choose that as you get older.
I think it's just free.
When did you choose to be attracted to girls?
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you asked that, Cliche. I'm really glad you asked that. So it was in kindergarten when I knew. It was in kindergarten. This is when I knew y'all. This not funny, y'all. This is real. This is when I knew I liked women. You know how back in kindergarten, we sit Indian style, like in the rows or whatever. Tish used to read to us. And, I'm sitting Indian style, and my knee touches a girl's knee. And she was white. Funny, right? She was white. And the feel of her leg gave me like this aroused sensation of...
But he white though, and that leads to science. What scientists say, we don't understand the concept of male female until we get around You know what I mean?
That's
Right.
Because at home they say, boy, come here, girl, come here. You don't understand that.
Right.
Till you get outside the house and it's people you don't know, then you understand that. And then
Right.
that's when attraction happens.
But you weren't
even same sex attraction.
But you were naturally attracted to her, so it was like I don't know.
I don't
really
know.
wasn't
I
a
think
choice.
that some
I mean, it's
people
just
are
natural.
born that way.
Not really.
I think that
I had friends that was, I can remember, I got a friend now who, like she said, can I call you she?
Yeah.
Like she said, we was in kindergarten and he followed other little boys around. You know what I'm saying? So
I knew.
I think in your brain, you don't start understanding, I like this person.
Until you understand the world.
Till you understand the world.
Yes, but you're still.
You don't start understanding the world till you get outside of home.
Right. So maybe you're not born.
But okay, well, you're not born. But once you start realizing
heterosexual, homosexual stuff like that,
what do you think about like when you see multiple people in a family that are gay or?
But you still understand it as a child. That's just mom and dad. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't understand it till you
don't understand.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're still okay.
You know,
I get you.
I mean, you can't as a child. My 2-year-old can't fathom.
Yes.
Right.
Mom and dad kissing each other. What that means?
Yeah.
My 8-year-old does.
But once you start realizing the world, you realize what you like.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a choice, right?
But it's not a choice. You just
What if you're already?
it's just
like,
innate in you. You just know.
In you, but you don't know, and you're different. Yeah, that's true.
Sex is a choice.
And I think attraction.
But you can get
attraction is not a choice because you've been around the guys. You had male friends, and I'm 46.
Right.
Who you
happy to see him.
Nah.
You never had a male friend when you saw him. Oh my dude.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I thought you literally mean like, oh, I'm happy to see you, bro. Like, yeah.
He like,
Right.
There's different types of attraction.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Right.
Sex is a choice, and that's where the gay stuff gets messed up.
Right.
Because people go, oh, you're attracted, so they automatically think you gotta have sex with that person. I mean, no. Sex is a choice.
Yeah.
Sex isn't something you have to do.
Right.
Now, she transitions, she doesn't have enough sex with nobody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But society makes it you gay because you sleep with somebody. Like the analogy you made earlier.
Yeah.
You said a girl kissing a girl.
Yeah.
That ain't gay. But then you went straight to a man sucking a man's dick. That's a whole different interaction.
How?
Well, what if a man kissed a man then?
I kiss my sons all the time.
But we're not talking about your son.
We're talking
about. See, that's my point.
Right.
Make it sexual. If you kiss her, you know what I mean? We understand y'all cousins.
Okay.
Somebody outside this room might not know y'all cousins.
Right.
No, I'm just saying.
Like
No, I'm just saying.
Like a wet kiss.
In other traditions in Korea, in Asia,
they do kiss in the mouth. They do.
Men kiss each other.
They do.
But that's not what I was saying.
That's my point.
I'm saying if you have an experience when you're of age, because we're not talking about you kissing your son.
Right.
We're talking about.
That's my point. From the outside looking in, I don't know who he is to me. Y'all don't know. If you see me kiss my son on the lips, you automatically, my son is 26. You see me kiss him on the lips, what do you think? Oh, you think, oh, that's his son.
Absolutely not.
But I'm saying he's 26.
But you don't know. But you don't know.
Right.
You put sex on people. That's my point.
Okay.
You put it on people. We just say they gotta be gay.
That's true.
I was stationed overseas and I saw men holding hands in South Korea.
Different cultures are different though.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You don't know that.
Right.
See, you'll justify something, and I'm trying to tell you, we don't know that. When I'm walking down the street, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. So holding hands, I'm like, what the fuck they got going on?
Exactly.
And then people
Automatically.
explain to me, this is what they do here.
Yeah.
And I became more tolerant of it. Because at first I was like, man, fuck God.
So now you be holding hands with men.
See, there you go.
I was messing with you. I was messing with you.
That's
trolling.
No, I'm messing with you. I'm joking.
Yeah, but
I'm
they
joking.
do. I get it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
they
get
do.
I get you.
I hold hands with men.
Okay.
My sons.
Okay.
I
Right.
out here grabbing Tevin hand walking down the street.
Please don't. Tevin not going for
You
it.
not attracted to Tevin? You don't have no friendship attraction to Tevin?
What?
Friendship attraction. It's different types of attraction.
No.
Oh, wow.
It's different types of attraction.
You saw me smile
No,
because I was happy to see him.
Okay.
Did you smile back?
I didn't.
No, he
Oh, damn.
But if he got a car, I'm not gonna run up to hug him. I'm not doing it at that level. You know?
Right.
Y'all need to develop y'all attraction.
We don't need
What?
to do anything.
What you trying to do over there, bro? You trying to shrink us or something?
Anyway, what other questions? What other questions on your list?
Yeah.
You got some more questions on it?
They're trying to shrink us and stuff. More men need to be in tune with their femininity.
Yeah.
They do.
They do. I agree.
Everything just has to be so macho or muscular or whatever when it comes to men.
I say a gay man is still a man, and I say that all the time.
Absolutely.
A gay man
they
is
will
still
not
a man.
play with you, okay?
Do not play with them.
Don't play with them.
Zay, well, yeah, since we just all over the place, it's fine. Before you came out when you were younger, were there certain situations that were like considered male-dominated situations that you were avoided?
So like my
Because
mom,
I know you played football.
she tried to put me in football to get the gay away.
Girl.
She was trying to get the gay out of me, and I was over there. It got to the point where I didn't want to be there so bad. One of the people on my teammate was like, "Your mom forcing you to do this, huh?" I was like, "Yeah." He knew. He knew. He knew. I was over there like, throw the ball. Then one time we were playing, and then they was like, "You should be a quarterback." I was like, "What do the quarterback do?" I just knew it wasn't for me, but she was like, I was a person. I love picture day though. When they did the pictures with the football, I was like, let me do that. But I just knew she kept trying to put me around men and then put me around this, because she felt like since I have two women in my household,
You need some masculine energy.
Yeah, she needed masculine energy, but she not knowing that from birth I was not into that. I mean, it wasn't natural to me. It didn't feel like that. And I tried. I was macho out here. I had a beard and I was trying to be like the man, but that wasn't for me. It didn't make me happy.
Right. So you know that from birth?
No, I don't know.
And I'm asking that respectfully because it's going back to the whole thing about the choice.
I didn't know I was
You're born
transgender.
there.
No.
Right.
I thought I was just gay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the gateway, right?
No, that you don't. I don't think some people do know that at a young age. I mean, I knew I liked feminine things, and I used to put on my mom's heels and like stuff like that.
Right.
But I never would have thought like today I would be saying, "Hey, I'm getting ready to transition."
Right.
I just really thought I was gonna be gay, but then it's been a gradual of, "Hey, okay, now I'm wearing makeup. Okay, now I'm wearing lashes. Okay, now I'm wearing nails. Okay, now I'm wearing heels. Okay, now I'm wearing hair." And then it's just like, okay, if you adding all this up.
Right.
You know, you've been transitioning for a while.
Right.
You just get into here. It was just like a gradual thing. But some people know at 5 years old. I mean, but I didn't get a safe space because it was always everything I did that I was feminine, my mom would get upset at.
Right.
You know, even though it was crazy, she looked like Queen Latifah set it off.
I'm done.
Yeah.
With the braids,
She
with the
do.
Carmelo braids.
She do. And it's just so crazy. I'm like, you sitting here looking like this and you're being so mean to me about what I do.
Right.
It's so backwards.
Right. Cliche, did you have any more questions?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Because I wanted to ask this. What do our community need to do better as far as like supporting y'all? Because I feel like we have certain black people.
What?
You heard it too?
What?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did do that, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm not one of them, man. You know, I love everybody.
He said I'm not one.
Anybody black, man. You know,
said
no
I'm
matter
not
what
one of
who
them.
you are.
I'm not one of them.
Okay, I'm not one of them.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm sorry, but because it's a certain group.
I get what you're saying,
It's a
though. I
certain
know you
group.
didn't mean it in a
Yeah,
malicious
but I
way.
did it, but I didn't.
I know
what
what you
mean.
mean.
I'm glad. Respect. So it's certain black groups who support, right?
Okay.
Then it's certain black groups who shame, hate, religious with it, yada yada yada. And then you have men who have fetishes for that and things of that nature. So what do we need to do as a whole community to support y'all better? Because not to cut you off, but I just wanted to add, because you're black first.
Yeah.
Before anything.
And people see that first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before anything. So what can we do to support y'all better?
I think allowing people the freedom to be different and allow people I think like she's saying, as a parent, people have an idea of what they want their kids to be like.
Right.
And that's a bad thing. That starts off wrong, because you can have an idea, oh, my kid is going to do this for me and my kid is going to be this way. But how do you know your kid is going to grow up and be an individual?
Right.
And you can't put your expectation just because you feel like, hey, I was born this way and I like this. Everybody's not like you, you know. So you should be more open minded to understand it. It's different type of people in this world. I feel like when God made this earth, He didn't mean for everybody to be the same.
No, I agree.
So it's not. He didn't mean for everybody to do the same thing, look the same way, be the same type of people. So allow people to say, "Hey, I'm this way. Accept me for me." You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and don't
right.
shame them because they want to, because you see it as different because it's not something you would do.
Right,
You
right.
know? So that's a big thing. Just let people be themselves and don't
Right.
try to change them or say it's wrong because it's not something you would do.
Right.
Because somebody can look at your life and say, "Hey, you have locks. I don't think that's kept up. I don't think, you know, so you can't," and they can shame you. You wouldn't want to be treated like that. And I know
Right.
it's so minuscule because I'm talking about locks, but it's just like a simple thing is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Them
they don't
locks
want
get
the same
judged.
thing that you want, you know.
Right,
So
right.
don't shame them for being different, you know.
Right. So, Miss Indy, thank you for that, man.
Mhm.
Miss Indy, what about you? Since you on the other side, was like the parent, because I have a son and a daughter.
Yeah.
So, what can Black parents do better as far as supporting that?
Well, they need to stop being ignorant, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to allow people to be who they are.
Right.
You know, nobody's perfect.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, I understand the ignorant part, right?
Mhm.
Do you feel like a lot of things around kids' age are being overly sexualized? Like they're trying to put that gay agenda in everything, like cartoons, Disney, things like
Not the
that.
gay agenda.
Well, they're trying to, you know, just be open with it like everybody else is.
Right.
They're just trying to enlighten everybody else. They're trying to give people that are, you know, gay or transgender the opportunity to, you know, be accepted.
Right.
You have the choice to watch what you want to watch, and if you don't want to watch it, change the channel.
There you go.
To be
Plain and
seen.
simple.
I think
Yeah,
if you put
and be heard,
Yeah.
because they do have a voice. You know, everybody's different, just like
Right.
mental illness. You know,
Right.
so
and I think if we keep putting it in people's faces, it would be less
Stigma.
stigma.
mhm.
So when they say, when
Mm.
you're showing kids this on SpongeBob, they have a man and a man kissing, they've been seeing Patrick and Sandy kiss, but they need to see a visual of different people. Then they wouldn't grow up, because
Mm.
kids are homophobic too, because that's
Right.
what their parents are teaching them.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
So if
right.
you show the kids, hey, this is different type of people out there.
Right.
You want to show SpongeBob and Patrick kissing? Do you want to show, or you want to show Sandy and you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So
right.
show it all, because the world is all of that. You can't just show
Right.
your kids
Right.
one box.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't just show your kids one box. So it's people who saying, I wouldn't show my kid this, because the kid needs to see that. Because when he goes out in the world, or she goes out in the world, she needs to see a big spectrum of people, because the world is not black and white.
I
know?
agree, because
You
that
know?
just makes you a lazy parent if you want to just shadow and keep them in a certain box
Isolate.
because you want to have certain conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're still
Yeah.
people, even though they're your
Yeah.
kids, they're still
Yeah.
people first.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I
don't-
mean? And you're gonna have to help them understand that.
And I don't think everything should be sexual and
Right.
stuff like that, but I do think you should put in their face, just like you
Where
allow
it
your
is.
kids,
Mm-hmm.
just like you allow your kids to watch Home Alone, and you see a mom and a dad and a family, show them a
Right.
different type of family, you know? That's all.
Right. So we are about to wrap it up. Did anybody have any closing comments?
Yeah, I'm so glad I got them on here.
I know, man.
Yes.
I'm so glad they
Man,
came.
which camera am I looking in? Any?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Cliche, y'all. She
Yo, this
brought
my
some.
family.
Yeah.
This is
I
my
know,
family
man.
for real.
Family.
I greatly appreciate that. They really came
Oh,
through
yeah,
and really
people
delivered.
just need to be aware.
Yes.
Be open minded. You
Right.
know, you shouldn't shelter people out because everybody has feelings. That's why a lot of people commit suicide, because they
Mhm.
can't
That's
be
true.
who they want to be.
Right.
You know,
My bad,
and
my
that has nothing to do with just being transgender. It's just period.
Right.
Okay, in the
Yeah.
world.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
you know, you have to be supportive.
Yeah.
You know, and
That's it, man. We gotta love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love and support.
Love.
Love, understand,
Yeah.
support, and respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will get us through everything we're going through as a whole. Because despite if you this, that, they, him, he, she, whatever, we all black, we all bleed the same, you know, and we need to love each other more, man.
Yeah.
So that's my closing comment. Cliche.
I love that.
No, that's it. That's it, Tevin.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh man, no
Thanks for
problem, man.
having
Thank y'all for coming on, man. I was
Yes.
very enlightened by today's episode, and for
Can y'all get a fan in here?
you gotta tell the producer man in the studio.
No, it's fine.
Usually it's cool in here. I don't know. Maybe
It's
the
usually
rain did
so
something
cold.
today.
It
Yeah,
is?
usually it's
Yeah,
kind of cool in here, man. But that is
I'm joking.
this guy, man. Right.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
everybody was
can we wrap
gone.
up? See,
wrap up.
we can wrap up. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, this This is Conquer You. You can follow us on Instagram at conquer_u. That is CONQU3R_u. You can follow us on Facebook at Conquer You. We also have a YouTube channel. You can follow us on that at Conquer You. Shout out to Epivision for producing this. Shout out to LA, man. He's doing this thing over there with the ones and twos like he's a DJ or whatever. And you can follow me on Instagram only at Tevin Hero. That is TEVNHEERO.
And you can follow me on Instagram at SoCliche, SOCLESHAE. Zay, you want to give them
My
yours?
Instagram is ZANYRIUSS.
Okay. Oh, also check out our website. We do got merchandise. We do sell shirts at conqueryou.com.
And you guys can follow me at Indy's Eats and Treats.
Oh, snap.
Yes, I was just about to say we just skipped over
Instagram.
India.
I got a food truck. I'm moving to Georgia soon. So
Okay, we may have to do another interview. Woman
Not a
entrepreneurship.
problem.
Yeah, man, we set that up. All right, y'all. We out. This Conquer You.
Hey.